Assalamu alaikum, respected chair, co-chair and audience. First of all, I pay my thanks to the organizing committee of the Asian Science Editor and ADL Faisalabad who gave me a chance to present in this international conference of emerging scientists 2021. Today the topic of my presentation is the environmental pollution and its emerging solution by plantation. I am Dr. Muhammad Kabir and working as an assistant professor and in charge at Department of Biological Sciences, University of Sargodha, Sub-Campus, Bhakkar. Audience, as you know that research starts with the problem and ends with the solution. So the problem in my presentation is the pollution and its solution is the plantation. And the presentation layout is importance of tree, pollution and pollutant, pollution types and issue, environmental calendar and tree plantation campaign, and at the end we will see the solution, conclusions and recommendations. Muscosource says a tree that lives for 50 years generates a US dollar worth of the oxygen, recycles a huge quantity of US dollar worth of the soil fertility, facilitate a huge quantity of US dollar worth of soil erosions, and creates a US dollar worth of the air pollution control and provides a huge quantity of US dollar worth of shelter for insect, birds and animals. Besides, it provides flower, fruit and seed. Our net loss is worth more than 57,381 US dollars when one tree is fall or affected by environmental pollution. Therefore, a humble request to all humanity is that think before you cut a tree. Flyer says if you are lost, look for smoke. Where there is smoke, there is a city. As we know that environment is consist of the three major components, that is air, water and soil, and all these components of the environments are deteriorating due to the anthropogenic or man-made activity, and this problem is increasing day by day in the mega city, especially in the developing country of the world. What is the pollution and pollutant? The undesirable change in physical, chemical and biological characteristics of the air, water and soil that may harmfully affect the living things or living organism is known as the pollution. And what is the pollutant? The residue of thing we make, use and throw away are known as the pollutant, or simply the substance which cause the pollutions are known as the pollutant. So, there are different types of the pollution. As I already mentioned that all components of the environments are deteriorating or being polluted. So the pollution types include the water pollution, air pollution, land pollution, thermal pollution, noise pollution, chemical pollution, light pollution. What is the issue? In order to produce these different types of the pollutant, the issue is that we use the resources extensively and then are not responsible for the consequences. In the figure you can see burning of waste and plant outside the factory. It is our common practice that most of the industrial waste are dumped outside the industry wall and then they are burned. By burning process, different types of pollutants are also adding into all component of the environment. So the burning of the industrial waste is also responsible for the production of different types of the pollutant. Water and soil pollution affecting local residents and plants. Yes, in the picture you can see that the burning of the industrial waste are polluting all components of the environment, and these burning waste material are also having deteriorating effects on the plants. And in the next picture you can see that industrial waste are affecting to the plants and the study area. Yes, water, air and soil pollution is also being produced from the industries, from the industrial waste material which is dumped outside the industry, and then by burning process they add the pollutant into the environment. So what is the solution for pollution? As we know that plants act as a natural lungs. Plants in the process of the photosynthesis take up carbon dioxide from the environment, and as a result they produce the oxygen as a byproduct. This taken up carbon dioxide is also mainly responsible for different types of the problems in the environment. As a result of this increasing concentration of the carbon dioxide is responsible for the global warming, for the rise in temperature, for the melting of ice on the glacier, for the flood rising and such other natural disasters are being produced due to the increasing concentration of the carbon dioxide. And this increased concentration of carbon dioxide is mainly due to the anthropogenic activity, due to transportation, due to industrialization, urbanization, and all these activities are being carried out by the human on the surface of the earth. So plant a tree and get oxygen for free. Plant a tree so that next generation can get oxygen for free. Plants are the natural purifiers of the environment. It is our duty to save environment's beauty. Let us go green to get our globe clean. And the solution is also includes that we should follow the different days of the environmental calendar. In our luxury life, we celebrate only 2 days annually, that is our birthday and the Eid day, and we are not familiar with these environmental days. That is the World Environmental Day celebrated on the 5th of the June, World Population Day is on the 11th of the June, Ozone Week on 26th to 23rd September, similarly World Habitat Day on the 3rd October, International Day for the Natural Disaster on the 13th of October, World Wetland Day on the 2nd February, World Forest Day on the 21st March, World Day for Water is celebrated on the 22nd March, and similarly International Plantation Day is celebrated on the 28th of August all over the world. But most of the people of the developing countries are not familiar with these days of the environmental calendar, and they are mainly responsible for the destructions of the environment. Plantations activity, University of Sargodha Subcampus Bhakkar. You can see that in the first part of the picture our entrance gate are also made with different types of the plant, and we have planted a large number of the tree in front of our buildings in the earthen pots and in the soil. Now our students, staff, faculty members are also arrange different walks and talks regarding to the plantations activity. We are also working in collaborations with the district administration and divisional forest officer for plantations activity within the campus and even sometimes out of the campus. Our worthy director is also planting trees in the university campus. In the next picture you can see that our student arrange different walks and talks for the plantations activity. Pakistan Army also visited many times in order to plant different trees in our sub-campus and to urge the student to take part these activities formally. The district and our student with the district administration are carrying out the plantations activity. So what is the conclusion? The conclusion is that if haphazard population growth and constructions of the new industrial structure goes on without realizing the importance of the trees, then probably there will be more environmental changes in the near future, and these environmental changes are harmfully affecting the living organism, and they are mainly responsible for the destructions of the habitat of the living organism on the surface of the earth. If we will not consider the importance of the trees, then we will have a great challenges for existence of life on the surface of the earth. So green revolution, that is plantation, is the best solution to arrest the pollutions. And the recommendation is that be a part of the solution, not pollution. So the request to all humanity all over the world is that each one plant one. Join the green revolution and stop the pollution. In the next slide you can see that ranking of University of Sargodha in UI Green Metric World University ranking during 2018 and 2020. In 2018, University of Sargodha was ranked as 712th World Most Sustainable University of the World, and in 2020 we improved our rank and was marked as 526th World Most Sustainable University. So save the environment to save yourself. If trees gave off Wi-Fi signal, we would be planting so many trees, we would probably save the planet. Too bad they only produce the oxygen we breathe. So we should be consider the importance of the tree on the large scale. If we will lose the tree, then we will not sustain to our next coming generation. We will not provide a proper environment on the surface of earth for our next coming generation. So consider the importance of the tree, and now the session is open for the question. Thank you.